Hi, Henk Akkermans here, Supply Chain Dynamics Chapter 7, Sysdea Gameplay 7. The effects of cost and time on overall project success. You could say that looking back on this project, it was set up for disaster. That's certainly true for the model. Only if you start full speed ahead are you able to do this in time for the amount of 140 weeks that's available and the maximum project capacity, the staff capacity of 25 people. So any slippage there leads to a fatality. So we can see what would happen if we would ease those constraints a little bit. So I've added two graphs here, a graph for task to be developed and a graph for total budget, cumulative project cost from here, so that we can see slightly more easy what's happening. And let's see what happens if, for instance, we make the total project duration a bit longer, like 160 weeks. And what would happen then? Of course, we will not know until we've actually reached that 160 period. And that's around here. And what you see then is, well, something pretty straightforward. We have more time, so we can do a bit more. Especially in stage 3, there is some capacity left. Not a lot, but a little bit at least. And that lasts longer. Interestingly, you see, why don't they spend it all up here immediately? Well, it is because we have somewhat more time. The stress on capacity is slightly severe, so in the end we can still eat up a little bit more budget. Simply because, well, there is a bit more time. So this is already really good. What if we, on top of that, also say that we have something like, I don't know, 20% more budget? And then see what would happen then. 20% more budget. Well, that's even a lot better. See that we have quite some extra expenditures, extra staff hired, especially development stage 3 does a lot more here. There's more budget to spend in this phase and there's more time to do it. Unfortunately, at this point, after 160, we're done. That's almost interesting to see. Would this then be okay after 180? Sorry, after 180. Is that what we need to complete a project without extra help? Well, almost, but still not quite. We still have the project not completed. If we have 200, would that do the trick? 200? Still not. And why not? Because in the end we still do not have enough money left. So another way of looking at it is combining this earlier scenario of 20% more buffer budget and some 20 weeks more project duration, because that's what we had, isn't it? With a situation in which we also ignore the postponement switches around here. And let's do that also. So we also say that we won't have any postponements or slippages. Is that worse or is that better? Just think about it before you run the scenario. Would it be worse? Would it be better? Let's see what it does. Sorry, that's my right hand mouse button. Bang. It will be a lot better. And why is that then? Well, let's have a look up here. So you see that the final result is a lot better. Well, first of all, we tasks to be developed in stage 3 start a little later, but they work a lot better. So the development stages are used a lot better. And so as a result, we finish sooner. We need less time, and we spend, of course, more budget, substantial amount of more budget. Instead of 24, it's now almost 30K in the end. But hey, that's the way it is. So the combination of these two scenarios actually does the trick quite nicely. We can play a little bit with, well, let's see, if we do all this, would we then be able to do it in 140 weeks? No, not quite. We need the 160. So we do need a little bit more budget. Can we do it without the extra budget? No, not quite either. So the combination of not having the postponement and the slippages, but with a modest buffer in budget and some more time, does get us a good result. We finish the project in time, within 160 weeks. Let's see how many weeks precisely, just for the fun of it, keeping it right. So we finish after 149 weeks, not bad at all. So on 150 would do the trick. And with some more budget, but not a terrible lot. So that would have been a better option as a policy.